Alright, here we go. We're going to go over how to set up a DXF file. That is the file that will be used for the laser cutter so that your tower is actually cut out. So we're going to go to New File, and we're going to do it on a drawing file, a standard IDW. Now, one thing to remember, any line that shows up on this drawing file will be cut by the laser cutter. For example, these black lines, these little black arrows, the letters, the numbers, anything that is on here, all of this stuff will be cut. So we need to get rid of everything. So I'm going to click on ANSI large and delete it, and default border and delete it. Now the sheet of acrylic plastic you're using is 12 inches tall and 24 inches wide. So we'll right click on sheet 1 and say edit sheet. Instead of a size C, I'm going to change it to custom size in inches, and we're going to make it 12 inches tall and 24 inches wide. When we hit OK, now that's what our sheet of acrylic plastic is going to look like. Alright, so we're going to go up to base view, and we're going to bring in our first tower piece. So I'll go find mine. It's on the desktop. And we'll bring in, there it is. And we don't want to bring in any of these other views. It automatically went into projected view. If we bring those, it'll cut it just like that. I'll get this little sliver cut right here, and that's not going to be good for anybody. So I just need to hit finish. And we're going to take this. And remember that the sheet of acrylic that you're using is 10 inches tall. My tower, is 12 inches tall. My tower is 10 inches tall. So if I roughly eyeball it, so it's about equal distance from the top and the bottom, then I know they're both about an inch. And I'll just make the distance to the left side about the same also. And then I'll go in and find my other piece. And again, I don't want any projected views. Oh, and I've got them out of order here. Let me fix that. Okay, we'll put the first one over here. And the second one's going to go right. Oh, I wonder who designed this. What a great tower. Anyways, and you would do something like that, except this is not correct. This is totally incorrect. Because what that's going to do is it's going to laser cut down this part 2 times. Because you see how there's 2 sets of lines? If you do that, not only is it a waste of time, it may touch part of the tower you didn't want it to, and also the laser cutting is it's a pretty powerful event, and cutting down the same area twice can cause fractures in your plastic, so you don't really want that to happen. So let's pull these apart, and I'm going to just highlight any line that gets totally selected in the highlight. Just turn green, so it's everything on the edge. Now I can right click on one of them and undo the visibility. So I just got rid of all the zigzag lines on that side because I don't need to cut through there twice. I just need to do it once. So now I'm going to get this guy. I'm going to bring it over, and this part doesn't have to be 100% perfect. You want to get it close, but I wouldn't spend hours and hours trying to get it amazing because the laser cutter has a diameter to its cut. So it's not perfect either. So you don't need to be perfect. That's pretty darn close. If it's close enough that when you zoom out, it looks good, then it's not obviously off, like this is plenty good, and it took me about 20 seconds to do it. Okay, so you did that. Then you're just going to go and you're going to bring in more of your parts. I'll go ahead and get one more. And again, close that. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to hide those lines and put another one right here. And then you'll have another one right here and another one right here. So I would probably be able to fit 5 pieces onto this one drawing file. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward to where I've got 5 on here, and then I'm going to show you how to save it. Okay. So now I've got 5 pieces across, and what we're going to do once we've got this set up, now we're going to save it. We're going to go to File, Save As, Save Copy As, and you're going to change the file type. Instead of an IDW, which is an inventor drawing file, we want to save this as a DXF. And the name that should go in here is your group number. For example, if you were in 4th period, group 7, you'd be 4-7. Now if you're not sure which group you are, I have most of them listed on the website, so go onto the website under the links for this year's towers and find out which group you are, and then just put in whatever your period was and your group number. So it's going to be like 2-8 or 4-7 or 8-3, and you just put that in and you'll hit save, and that will then save your file. Now when you save this as a DXF file, the laser cutter at CU is using a 2010 version of DXF, last I checked at least. So we're going to save it as 2010 DXF, and we'll hit next, and all of that is fine. So now we just hit finish. Once you've got this saved as a DXF, 2010 DXF file, email it to Mr. Cady and he will post it onto the website so that the CU students can start to cut your tower. That's it for the recording.